Hey, welcome to How to Build Your Own Home. Today in this video, I want to talk about why you should build your own home and why you should not. Let's give a disclaimer first. Hiring a general contractor, a really good one, is really worth their weight in gold. And so if you are busy and you're just stressed and you really can't take this on and you have the ability to hire a general contractor, by all means hire a general contractor. The idea of a general contractor didn't surface until the very, very late 1800s, but it really took off about the early part to the mid part of the 1900s. Before that, it was basically farmers and helper hands and masons. Anybody who had any kind of skill, they would take on the build of an entire home. So I'm going back to that concept. I'm helping people understand that a general contractor is really a relatively new concept in the total history of humanity. We've now replaced that skill set that you can go do it yourself and put a general contractor in place. I'm going to help you understand what it means to be a general contractor. I want to talk about beliefs. What do you believe? What have you been told? And do you believe what you've been told? Sometimes we're told, oh, you can't do it. There's too much complexity. Oh, that's overwhelming. You're going to be afraid. And have a list of all these things you've been told or that you've been telling yourself about building your own home. Well, I want to think about one thing here, okay? A lot of times people say, oh, you can be a pilot, you can be an attorney, you can be a realtor. But a lot of times people don't say you can build your own home or you can manage the build of your own home. There's a real difference. A general contractor is really managing the build of a home. They're rarely doing some of the work on the job site. So I want you to pull those two concepts apart. Managing people, hiring people, have a budget, getting organized, that's a general contractor. And then the actual physical building of a home, that's subcontractors, skilled craftsmen who are doing the work of building your home. If you can separate those two, then you can say, oh, I can do this. And not many people tell you that you can do that. So I'm here to tell you that thousands of students across the country have wrapped their head around that, the managing part, learning how to deal with people and hiring people, and then also learning on the side how they do it, which is really, really cool to come on a job site and watch people actually do the work. The real question you should ask is not can I build a home, but can I manage people? Can I listen? Can I learn? Can I stay organized? Can I ask questions? Can I solve problems? Congratulations. If you say yes to any of those, you can be an owner builder. Let's just talk about the numbers real quick and why they matter. As a general contractor, the average fee can be between 15 to 23%. On a home that's $700,000, that could be $105,000 to $175,000 just to hire a general contractor, hiring somebody to manage the build of your own home. Now, can you replace that general contractor? Can you sit in and say, yes, I can hire, I can send out bids, I can set a budget. And if you have a system, which we do at How to Build Your Own Home, a really great system to follow. If you can follow a system, slide in as a general contractor, what would $105,000 mean? What would $175,000 mean to your family? Could you get the home you finally wanted? Could you actually save on that build and actually afford to get into a home? These are the questions you need to ask. The numbers don't lie. People think that an owner builder has to know everything. A general contractor, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know everything. I come on job sites all the time and I see new techniques, new technologies all the time. I'm surprised by that. So I don't know everything. So as an owner builder, you don't need to know everything. You just need to know what comes next. So if you have a flow chart, systems, and checklists that help you see what comes next, you can manage that build even better than a lot of general contractors. You know, a lot of people say about being an owner builder, it's too stressful. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take on that challenge. But if it's something you have to do to make it affordable to actually get into a home, that's something to consider. So stress, let me talk about stress. Getting married is stressful. Having children is stressful. Going to college is stressful. Starting a business is stressful. These are things that actually make us better. They make us stronger. Don't look at stress as something that, oh, it's just too overwhelming. Look at stress as if you're pushing a bench press. You're in a workout area and you're putting stress on your muscles. That makes you stronger, makes you better. Every person I've seen who's gone through the owner builder process is actually better for it. Some actually become general contractors. Some actually pick up a trade and they actually start that as a side hustle. So don't look at it as overwhelming. I'm going to get sick and die and crash into the floor. It's too stressful. No, look at it as an opportunity for transition and transformation in your life. That's what owner building is all about. So who should not be an owner builder? A person who is afraid to take responsibility, a person who can't make decisions in at least an efficient amount of time, a person who doesn't want to communicate at all, a person who is excessively just afraid of not being able to move forward on stuff because they can't see a path forward. There's no harm in hiring a general contractor. They can see that for you. They can manage all those things for you and take that off your shoulders. So who should be an owner builder? A person who wants to learn, a person who wants equity, a person who wants to be a part of the process. They're very creative. They want to save money. These are people that want to be an owner builder, and they should be an owner builder. So who are owner builders? Owner builders are people that they could be doctors, they could be lawyers, they could be regular mechanic down the street. The difference is that someone came along and told them they can do it, or they told themselves that they can do it. That's the real difference. If you say to yourself, I can do this, it's just a bunch of steps. And once I get a couple of steps ahead of me, I can see more steps and I can take them one step at a time. Okay, I've been around construction 25, 30 years of my life, and the success that I've witnessed in people are not necessarily the experienced contractors or even somebody with a lot of money. The real success comes from someone who's been told they can do it, that they can be an owner builder. So if you answer yes to any of those questions above, then go to howtobuildyourownhome.com. Everything you need to line yourself out. Take the First Steps course, very affordable, gives everything from a 5,000 foot level approach, but more importantly, it helps you understand how to figure out cost per square foot in your particular area. This is a big blind spot. Once you have that blind spot removed, you can start to see what you can do in your particular area. Then, of course, the self-managed course is always there, gives you draw sheets, subcontractor agreements, checklists, video instruction, and a budget that banks really love. So again, go to How to Build Your Own Home, and we hope to see you there.